Senegal versus Ivory Coast, which is better? Senegal is a West African country often classified as a heavily indebted and poor country with a relatively low human development index, while Ivory Coast, located on the south coast of West Africa, which has been as highly unstable by many international watchers. Both with French backgrounds have many factors which is similar, but we will look into their differences in order to determine which country is better. Hello explorers, welcome to another informative video presented to you by the Explorer. In this video, we shall be putting Senegal and Ivory Coast against each other to see which one is better. For this comparison, we shall use demographic, socio-economic and political data, but first let us dive straight into the demography. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Demographics. Senegal has a population of around 15.9 million, about 42% of whom live in rural areas, with varying density ranging from 2 to 77 inhabitants per square kilometer. Senegal has a wide variety of ethnic groups, the Wolof being the largest, and, as in most West African countries, several languages are widely spoken, but French is the official language, spoken at least by all the educated. Overall, Senegal is home to around 39 distinct languages, where most people also speak their own ethnic language, while especially in Dakar, Wolof is a lingua franca. Senegal is a secular state, although Islam is the predominant religion in the country, practiced by approximately 95.9% of the country's population. Life expectancy at birth is estimated to be 68.31 years as of 2021, and education is compulsory and free for up to ages 16. The unemployment rate of Senegal is 6.68% as of 2020, while literacy rate is about 52%. HIV and AIDS prevalence is relatively low in Senegal, below 1%, but nearly 47% of the population live below the poverty line. Ivory Coast has a population of about 27 million people, the population density of 82.95 inhabitants per square kilometer, with fertility rate at 5.0 children born per woman. Although about 70 languages are spoken, French is the official language, taught in schools, and serves as a lingua franca in the country. Ivory Coast has an unemployment rate of 3.42%, and to decrease unemployment, measures like diversifying and promoting self-employment has greatly boosted the country. Since Ivory Coast has established itself as one of the most successful West African nations of late, about 20% of the population consists of workers from neighboring Liberia, Burkina Faso, and Guinea, while about 4% of the population is of non-African ancestry. Although adherents of Christianity, Ivory Coast is religiously diverse, with Christians representing 44% of the total population in 2020, while followers of Islam represent 37.2% of the population. Life expectancy as of 2018 is 57.42 years, while infant mortality as of 2019 is 58.6 out of 1,000 live births. 12 physicians are available per 100,000 people, and about a quarter of the population live below the international poverty line of $1.25 a day. The HIV and AIDS is estimated at 2.70% amongst adults aged 15 to 49 years. A large part of the adult population, in particular women, are illiterate with a literacy rate of 47.17%. For this round, Senegal did put up a strong fight with lower HIV/AIDS prevalence and a higher life expectancy, but Ivory Coast takes this point home with lower poverty rates, lower unemployment rates, more even population density, and more diversity. Government and politics. Senegal is a republic with a presidency where the president is elected every 5 years since 2016. Senegal has more than 80 political parties, but the current president is Macky Sall, elected since March 2012 and re-elected in February 2019. Currently, Senegal has a quasi-democratic political culture, one of the more successful post-colonial democratic transitions in Africa. Despite years of turbulence, Senegal is amongst the freest and more transparent on the continent as it recovered its free status in 2014. The government of Ivory Coast is divided into three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial powers. The Ivorian population has suffered because of the ongoing civil war, and international human rights organizations have noted problems within the treatment of captive non-combatants by both sides and the re-emergence of child slavery in cocoa production. President Alassane Ouattara has led the country since 2010, and he was re-elected to a third term in November 2020 elections, boycotted by two leading opposition figures, former President Henry Konan Bedi and ex-Prime Minister Pascal Affi N'Guessan. Despite many international organizations and countries leaving their head offices and embassies in Abidjan, Ivory Coast is not as stable as Senegal is. Hence, for this round, Senegal gets a point. Economy. The economy of Senegal is driven by mining, construction, farming, tourism, fishing, and agriculture, which are the main sources of employment in rural areas. Despite the abundance of natural resources in iron, zircon, gas, gold, phosphate, and numerous oil discoveries recently, Senegal's economy gains most of its foreign exchange from fish, phosphate, groundnuts, tourism, and services. As one of the dominant parts of the economy, the agricultural sector of Senegal is highly vulnerable to environmental conditions such as variations in rainfall and climate change, and changes in world commodity prices. Although Senegal has one of the best developed tourist industries in Africa, its economy mostly depends on foreign assistance. The main obstacles to the economic development of the country are, among others, great corruption with inefficient justice, very slow administrative formalities, a falling education sector. Private activity now accounts for 82% of its GDP, as Senegal faces deep-seated urban problems of chronic high unemployment, socio-economic disparity, juvenile delinquency, and drug addiction. Although agriculture is one of the dominant parts of Senegal's economy, occupying about 75% of the population, only 5% of its drought-prone Sahel land is irrigatable, leading to Senegal's continuous reliance on rain-fed agriculture. Despite a lack of modernization of artisanal fishing, the fishing sector remains Senegal's main economic resource and major foreign exchange earner. With a struggling economy, the GDP of Senegal as of 2021 is approximately $27.93 billion. Hence, GDP per capita is just $1,560. Ivory Coast has, for the most part for the region, a relatively high income per capita of $1,700 and plays a key role in transit trade for neighboring landlocked countries. The country is the largest economy in the West African Economic and Monetary Union, constituting 40% of the Monetary Union's total GDP, with a GDP of $70 billion as of 2021. The country is the world's largest exporter of cocoa beans and the fourth largest exporter of goods in general in sub-Saharan Africa, following South Africa, Nigeria, and Angola. Close ties to France since independence in 1960, diversification of agricultural export and encouragement of foreign investment have been factors in the economic growth of Ivory Coast. Although falling prices and high internal corruption has plagued the country, Ivory Coast's economy has grown faster than that of most other African countries since independence because of taxes on export agriculture. When we look at the economy of both countries, it is evident that the economy of Ivory Coast is well ahead of that of Senegal in terms of GDP and GDP per capita plus economic productivity. Culture. Senegal is well known for the West African tradition of storytelling, which is done by griots who have kept West African history alive for thousands of years and decades of years through words and music. Besides having the tallest statue in Africa, the African Renaissance Monument built in 2010, the country also hosts a film festival and with a rich cuisine that draws many to its shores. Because Senegal borders the Atlantic Ocean, the fish is very important. Chicken, lamb, peas, eggs, and beef are also used in Senegalese cooking, but not pork, due to the nation's largely Muslim population. Meat and vegetables are typically stewed or marinated in herbs and spices, and then poured over rice or couscous, or eaten with bread. Popular fresh juice and made from bicep, ginger, bai, mango, or other fruits or wild trees are very available. Desserts are very rich and sweet, combining native ingredients with the extravagance and style characteristics of the French impact on Senegal's culinary methods. Hospitality, in theory, is given such importance in Senegal's culture that it is widely considered to be part of the nation's identity. The Wolof word for hospitality is teranga, and it is so identified with the pride of Senegal, and the national football team is known as the Lions of Teranga. Wrestling is Senegal's most popular sport and has become a national obsession. It traditionally serves many young men to escape poverty, and it is the only sport recognized as developed independently of Western culture. Each of the ethnic groups in Ivory Coast has its own music genres, most showing independent strong vocal polyphony. Talking drums are also common, especially among the Apollo, and the polyrhythms and other African characteristics are found throughout Ivory Coast and are especially common in the southwest. Popular music genres from Ivory Coast include Zoblazo, Zouglou, and Coupé de Cali. A few Ivorian artists who have known international success are Magic System, Alpha Blondy, Mayway, Dubek Ganore, TK Jaff Fakoli, DJ Arafat, Afrobi, Serge Bernard, and Christina Go. The traditional cuisine of Ivory Coast is very similar to that of neighboring countries in West Africa, and it's reliant on grains and tubers. Cassava and plantains are significant parts of Ivorian cuisine. A common street food is aloko, ripe banana fried in palm oil, spiced with steamed onions and chili and eaten alone, with grilled fish or boiled eggs. Chicken is commonly consumed and has a unique flavor due to its lean, low-fat mass in this region. Seafood includes tuna, sardines, shrimp, and bonito, which is similar to tuna. In respect to culture, it is hard to pick a country given that both are so rich and beautiful in their unique ways, hence it's a tie here. Conclusion. For this comparison, Senegal definitely put up a good fight with the tie on culture and a point for a better government and political arena, but that was not enough to win Ivory Coast with 2 points for better demography and economy. Despite this, the better country depends on the primary reason for the trip and your personal references, as every country has something special to offer. There you have it, explorers. That was a comparison between Senegal and Ivory Coast. Thanks for watching this video, and if you did enjoy the video, do give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.